Well, good morning. It was good to get back home last week and get back out on the field and play after what was a really tough game in Blacksburg on Monday night. So, got another tough conference game this week, division game, one that's at home with a team that beat us a year ago on the road. So, Virginia comes in undefeated and looks like a really quality football team. So we'll have a real challenge in front of us this Saturday.
Good morning, Coach. I've asked you this before about Vad Lee, and he obviously got a chance to play Saturday, put up some pretty impressive numbers. Can you just evaluate how he did, and is it something that might mean more playing time in the future?
Well, Vad played well Saturday. I mean, I think that, he's got a tremendous upside, and we've said that all along. We're excited that he's here. He's continues to improve every day, and as he improves, his playing time will increase. I don't have any set plans to use him this week per se, but I'm not going to say he won't play either. So we'll just kind of see how the game goes. And I think he's got a bright future. Got a lot of things he needs to work on, like a lot of guys. But I think we're excited he's on our team. I think he's going to be a really good player.
And one other thing I wanted to ask you is, when you're in a game where you're so clearly superior as you were Saturday, is it dangerous or possible to avoid, to pick up bad habits or do things because it's coming so easily, or is that something times when you can experiment and work on things, or how do you deal with that?
I thought that for the most part, at least defensively, we came out ready to play and played well. We had some hiccups offensively, but I think when our guys watched the tape, they understood that we didn't play all that great. And sometimes the physical mismatches can cover up technique problems in areas where you need to do things better. So we're still a work in progress and continuing to try to work fundamentals and get our systems down.
Hey, Coach, just wondering what your reaction is to the news about Notre Dame joining the league.
Well, I really haven't had a lot of time to digest exactly all the details and all that, but certainly Notre Dame is a storied program with a lot of rich history and tradition, and I was fortunate at Navy. We played them every year, and they're a class outfit, so I think it'll be a positive for our league.
Is there kind of a bummer that they didn't join for football all the way?
I really hadn't even had time to look and see. We're buried here trying to get ready for Virginia, so I hadn't had time to see exactly how all that's going to unfold.
To add asking a question about Notre Dame, when you were in Navy, you were playing them every year. Can you talk about what it meant to your kids and I guess even the coaches to go in there and play?
Well, I think at Navy it was a little different because we played them every year, so it was it was always a big game. Anytime you went into South Bend to play, it was a special deal. And then we played our home games in different pro venues. I mean, we'd play them in FedEx, or we'd play them in New York one year, or different places. So it was always a game. It was a great challenge for our guys. When I got there, Navy hadn't beaten Notre Dame since 1963. Mm-hmm. And then we went on a little spell where we got them 3 out of 4 years there. So it was my last year, and then the next 2, I think they got them. So it was an exciting, fun game.
How do you feel about adding them potentially as a non-conference game?
Well, again, I think when they get all the details worked out and I see what it's all about, I'm sure it'll be exciting. I mean, it'll be you're going to get a national reputation team and a quality opponent and a team that tries to do things the right way.
You got a start from Zach Laskey just at running back. What does he bring to your offense? What do you like about him?
Well, Zach's got good quickness. I think he has pretty good feet, and he's probably got better speed than people give him credit for. He had a really good camp, and he kind of earned it. He ran the ball well. We've got to do a better job blocking and some of the other intangibles, but I was pleased with him. I think that he brought some good stuff to the table, and it's been necessary because David Sims, who was our starter a year ago, has really been banged up and hadn't been healthy all year.
Also about Virginia, what impresses you about them, and particularly from watching their quarterback Michael Rocco?
Well, I think that they're big and physical on both lines of scrimmage, and last year they beat us up there. I give them credit; they got after us. So that's going to be our challenge. We've got to see if we can stand in there toe to toe with them and do a little better job than we did a year ago. And we were feeling awfully good about ourselves up there a year ago when we went in there 6-0. So we need to buckle our chin straps and be ready to play on Saturday.
And have you noticed about Rocco?
Well, he's very efficient. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his throws, and they do a good job of mixing it up on offense and protecting him. And he's played very well for him, no question.